whenever you're avoiding something that you have to do, you're supposed to be doing, but you're avoiding the thing, then it's not about you being lazy or you being irresponsible. More like I think it's more inclined to you like your focus. I think it has to do with what we focus on before starting to do the thing. So for example, I think that when we avoid doing something, then it's mostly your focus is you failing doing the thing, or you feeling that uncomfortableness, or you just not feeling like you are in your own domain, since most of the times when we like things that we avoid doing are usually the things that we are really bad at, like respectively, let's say. Like, I'm not saying you are bad at, let's say, you can still feel like you don't want to play, you don't want to study, let's say, but you're already kind of like above average. But like everyone really doesn't want to study. I don't think so. Like I think there are very only like top 5% of people who actually enjoy studying. I think like they kind of convince themselves that I need to study this, so like they just do it, like on average. And most of the people, I don't think that they actually enjoy studying. And same goes for me. Like I need to study because like it's just like the only way for me to kind of improve myself in career. Like it's like the only thing that I am supposed to be doing right now in order to kind of better my future and kind of stuff. But whenever I remember this period of my life when I used to avoid lots of things that I supposed to do. And when like I look at back then, and like it's not just like I feel like I was stupid, but more like I try to see like back a reverse engineer like why this happens. And most importantly, I think it's like your focus. Like if you're focusing on the work, the effort, the time that you have to invest in, and since you are very likely you've been avoiding for very like you've been avoiding since before, you're very likely not good at that thing, and you are falling behind from others or than others. So it's also like the kind of feeling that um you have to catch up, like although you could do it a couple of days or a couple of weeks, but when you feel like, okay, I did all this, I had to, since I was, like minus 10, let's say I had to do 10 more works than average people so that I could be just an average, like make it zero, and then I would progress more. And it's not the kind of feeling that when people actually progress get, because when you're actually in zone, you understand what's going on, then you start feeling authority. Feeling like you're in control whenever you're doing the thing. So you kind of tend to feel more comfortable when you're doing it. Like the often you study or you work out, you feel more comfortable with it in that domain. But when you avoiding it, it's mostly just because you haven't really spent a lot of time. Just like the volume, like you just need to sit there and like try to do it. Like it's not about when you're to the point where you can't even do the thing, let's say. It's not about like those people who know what they lack of. So for example, I heard this from a teacher in my academy, like my SAT academy. Like he told me that there are like two different types of students. One is they know what they lack of, like they know what they have to learn more about, and it all depends. Like it all comes down to detail, specifically. Like those top students know specifically what, like in detail, like how small can it go. Like they know exactly that thing they are lack of, but it comes to like the closer the student's average gets, let's say, like he only knows like partly, like, oh, I think I lack of like that like this thing, like which is just so huge. And the other group is they just don't even know about what they lack of, because they don't know anything about it, like they haven't actually tried in the first place. So like those students who like I think like we all have or like had that one thing we had avoided or we've been avoiding, let's say. And if even if like let's say you are still avoiding that thing, and it's mostly because again because of your focus. But again, I think like the the first step that you have to take is like try to imagine yourself in like doing the thing is um like you just have to sit there and like try to relate it to it. Like it doesn't you don't you cannot in doing like in when we're talking about possibility, let's say you cannot even make something that, let's say like the average person, if they start doing the thing, working out or studying, let's say, or anything, like they get like +5 or +10, it depends. But you're not even in the position where you can get one because you haven't been doing it. It's not like it's not I'm not like blaming on you, or like maybe, but like I'm kind of just like criticizing and stating the fact that you cannot even do one right now. But when you try to focus, when you're already focused on the effort part, you just want to end it as quick as possible. Like you just don't want to spend any like 1 second and like tiny bit longer than it should. Let's say you tell yourself that, okay, I studied 2 hours. Okay, I've been to the gym 2 days this week, so I should be fine. I'm much better than last week since I didn't go to the gym last week. It's just not how it works. It's just the clear distinction between having like the clear path and, let's say, like, although I always say that the first step is so small, it's embarrassingly small that you cannot tell others. But the difference between that small step is that, one, you have to actually trying to be good at that thing. Like you have to try. It's not like, and you already understand this. Like if anyone, I don't know, like anyone watching this video, you probably had like that one thing, at least one thing, one habit that you try to have, let's say like a good habit, reading habit or anything, and you put the bar way too low, so you gave it up. You were like, it doesn't even challenge you, it doesn't even like suffer, there's no suffering at all. It's just like, let's say like reading 10 pages a week, or like I mean 10 pages a day. It doesn't even take like 15 minutes. Like it's not like, I think like it all comes down to the focus. If the focus is reading 10 pages a day, you're going to fail it. You're going to fail it because it's not detailed. It doesn't have any values inside it. Like you cannot progress. Like how do you tell, like let's say you read one day like 20 pages, and the other day, I don't know, zero because you read 20. It's just not how it works. You gotta have this intensive work, let's say like intensive work hour, an hour or 2 hours. Like time really doesn't matter. Like it really depends, but I think time really doesn't matter. It could be an hour or 45 minutes, but you have to have like all the curriculums, and that ends up the time, like that have to result the time, not the time goes first. It's not like I'm gonna study 2 hours today. No, you're gonna study this one particular topic, this one material that you've been failing for a very long time, and you choose one specific topic, you try dig it, and you realize, but if that's your first step, then like you ain't making anything. You aren't actually like progressing just like others do in that one day. Obviously, like, you have to first know what you're doing. Like you have to know how to plan things in that domain. You're just learning, so like from the scratch, let's say. So like the first 1 month, second month's like just you adapting and learning what this is, like what this even is. And then you have um like a specific plan now, like a detailed plan. You understand now, like it takes this amount of time to finish one topic, this amount of time to finish 10 exercises or one assignment, let's say. So you can now speculate how long you can focus for. So that's just how it works. I think like it works for everything, but especially when it comes to studying or just making a good habit. You need to just think in a way that you're picking up a new ability, a new skill. So the first 2 months, I'm not saying like you don't make progress. Of course it's progress, but not like in a way like objectively I don't know, something that is objectively impressive, which I personally see that is also extremely impressive. It's like someone who goes to the gym 6 times a week every single day, every single month isn't impressive if he's doing the same thing every single day. What's more impressive is someone who's actually taking the action from the scratch, like he doesn't know anything about gym, but he's keeps sticking into it, although he's feeling really uncomfortable. That's the virtue, like that's the thing that we should apply praise for. But obviously these people are usually really bad at it. I mean, but below average, let's say. So like they don't get the amount of kind of like spotlights. But I think it's just uh the the nature of this society, or like the nature of this world, because we all know that like when when you're 0 to 10, 20, like no one really cares about you. Everyone sees the brightest prime moment of someone, rather than I mean it's just obvious, you know, like it's not like we are all bad, but we don't recognize, you know, this there's people who are actually trying, you know, like I'm not saying that, but I just think that it's just how it is. But you at least you should know that you can feel that you did something that day. Like you can feel whether you achieved the things that you did the things that you promised to yourself of yesterday. And that's also one of the reasons why I love um making a to-do list. Just like it's not like detailed to-do list, but like more like I'm gonna wake up at this hour, I'm gonna eat at this hour, I'm gonna eat at this hour, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I'm gonna sleep at this time. So like that's already 5 timelines, and you just need to plug in all the events that you have in that day: classes, study hours, your hobbies, you hanging out with your friends, whatever it is. And I just love having these 5 solid um like how do I say, like pillars in my day. Like now I can kind of feel like I'm in control. Like I have to move from this to this, like big 5 timestamps, let's say. And like I just need to like fill in these hours with things that will make me better, you know, in the future. So yeah, just in general, avoiding that certain thing, specific thing, is just because you're way too focused on the work that it takes. And you just got to question yourself if you genuinely want to do that thing or not. But obviously most of the times it's not like you can choose to not do it. That's why it's keep you're like hanging there, not letting it go, but you can't go up. It's like the worst possible situation ever. You are living inside an agony. You're suffering just like people who are actually trying to get better, but you ain't doing anything. Like you ain't making anything, you know? So that's also one of the reasons why avoiding is worse than, I mean, we all know this. Like no point, no one is but much better than zero. Like we all know that, but it's really difficult to actually take into action. I think I 100% agree with this, and I still have Spanish, which I should like this one thing that I'm kind of avoiding. I admit it. Like I do have enough of time to, if I were to. I understand, but it's just so hard to do it since just like I'm literally saying all the things that I said to like to myself in a sense. I do this a lot in lots of my videos. I'm just gonna be honest with myself, and like just in a nutshell, in this video, the takeaway is try to focus on the result part. So just like how, let's say you're playing a video game or something that you enjoy doing, let's say you're running, then you don't actually focus on the parts that are difficult. Like you know that exists. It's not like you blindfold yourself and pretend like it doesn't exist. Of course, like there are some sufferings and little like tedious or hassle things that you have to do, you have to go through. Same goes for me, like workouts or even video games, like things like just doom, maybe not doom scrolling, but like video games. Let's say you gotta have. It's not like every single second of it is enjoyable. You don't just think about that mid part. Like you don't think about how much time you spend on it, how much how much time you will spend on it, spend doing it, or the kind of effort that you'll need, like you'll need to put in. You just look at the result. Like if I this is the kind of feeling that I get a lot when I'm doing things that I genuinely enjoy doing or that I like, let's say every single day. Let's say workout. I don't really care about like the middle part at all. Like I just it's not like I don't care like intentionally. I realize that I don't care. I realize I look at myself how I think about when I'm trying to like when I'm going to in the middle of workout or like when I think about working out tomorrow. It's usually the part when like at the last part when I pose in front of a mirror or like the good parts about it, like the result, how good I'll feel about myself after finishing the workout session. You know what I mean? Same goes for video games. I'm sure like lots of you, including myself, I once was a gamer. I kind of am still, but I dropped on lots of games that I used to play. But I kind of sidetracked. But anyways, like in even in video games, I'm sure you don't care about the middle part, but let's say if you're playing single player game, then you just care about that one goal that you have in that day, or like, oh, okay, I have it's 3 p.m. I can play till let's say 6 p.m. till I eat my dinner. So okay, about around 3 hours of time, I think I can achieve that. I think I can get that item that I couldn't. I think I can earn this amount of goals. Like you don't like you already did the hard parts in your head already. Like you don't immediately focus on okay, I got 3 hours to go. Like I gotta go do this and like you don't care about that anyways. I know this is not like you can apply this to the thing that you hate doing, which is like fundamentally you cannot do the thing that you cannot treat it the same way as something that you really enjoy doing. That's exactly the reason why you're avoiding. So I understand it's hard, but like just think of it like this way, just as simple as possible. How like you are not incapable of doing it. I think that's also the kind of feeling that many people get, including myself, when you fail so many times in specific thing, you fail so many times in building a new habit, like the same habit over and over again. You kind of build this self image, an image of yourself that you are incapable of doing that. Like, no, this is not for me. You know, I think it's like such a cope out, like such a like soft way of saying that I'm incapable of doing this, and it's like coping out that oh, this is not for me. This is like I am incapable of doing this, so I'm never gonna like I'm not gonna care about this anymore. I think that's just how people just give up doing one thing, and when it's something that you should be doing, then obviously you can't do that. That's why you're avoiding like you feel like you think that you're avoiding the thing, but actually what's happening is you are being like you're imprisoned by the thing. You didn't let that go. You cannot let that go. That's why it's still inside your head. And yeah, like I think that most of the times when we are doing in like you just have to visualize, like imagine how you treat the things that you really enjoy and try to apply it with the method that I told you. Just you ain't achieving a single thing in the first a couple of months. Just think it that way, then go. You know, like, just send it. Like you just sit there and like watch something, anything related to it. But actually try to understand what the game is. Like you gotta understand what this game is. You gotta understand how this game is being played. So, but in order to get make your own plan and get involved, you know, feel like you're engaged while doing it instead of being a spectator. And that's exactly how you build interest in it over time, and you'll get better at doing it. Like, you're just gonna enjoy doing it at some point. I'm not saying you can enjoy every single thing. Of course, there are things, but you just cannot get it. You just cannot enjoy even after you know about how you know how to do it. But I just think that most of the things that people avoid is usually the focus. It's related to the focus. Yeah, that's it about in this video. Thank you for watching my video.